controlled, and then you get off and you go, what am I supposed to do? What did he say to do? I can't remember what he said to do.
Yeah, I mean that's the good part of like bringing him into the fold and him being a licensed clinical social worker. Like I've known this guy since 2004, and we've worked through a lot of my 7 deployments, my mother passing away, all kinds of a divorce. He was there for that. He's known Scott met my 23-year-old today, and my 23-year-old used to jump off the stairs when he was 3 years old and try to choke Berto. Back when we were running around together in our 20s. So having someone like that to be able to bounce off of, and then I know we were kind of like therapizing each other and shit like that for this episode, but I mean this kind of just shows the audience that this is what therapy's like. It's literally sitting down with someone that you can build a rapport with and just start talking about things. And there's very clinical things, and then there's going to be ways that you're going to get through that. And you see how Berto is not going to tell us what to think or tell us that we're wrong. He's just going to suggest another way that maybe we think about that. Yeah. And that's what I love about him. That's what I love about this group. I took some notes here, and here's what I'll say about you guys is, Matt, you've always been our rock. You've always been the one that's kind of the moderator to, check our azimuth, or in the Army. I don't know what they say in the Navy. Check which way the fucking boat's going. I don't know.
Yeah, we're going straight. We're going straight.
There you go. But I love seeing your eyes light up when you start speaking about motivating and what gets you motivated and not, because that's everything about you 3 guys that are on the podcast with me is like a piece of myself. Scott is a profound, patient, he's concise with his words of wisdom. And we were waxing poetic out on my driveway today when he came over. We were just talking about that very thing. It gets us through the week. So to be able to grow with you guys through this year, to be able to use some of the stuff that y'all talk about in y'all's marriage, that I can maybe do something better in my marriage with my kids, with my friends. Because Matt, you've talked at length with me about my struggles with the older people at the VFW. I yelled at some people. That caused some great consternation for me, and I'm kind of scarred from my experience in the VFW, not because it was bad, because it brought out a lot of demons that I had been carrying since 2017 when I got out, and I had no decompression from that. So I had no drive home, I had no walk, and this last year, I wasn't bullshitting when I said last week, in this last year, this has helped me and not just deal with the things that I did over my deployments, which I think that I've learned a lot of things because I've been in a lot of therapy and I've listened, 2 ears, 1 mouth kind of thing. I've had to humble myself, and being able to do that and knowing that I can count on you guys and knowing like kind of what makes y'all tick, it definitely makes life a lot easier. It makes my life better. I love that you guys know my kids. So I don't know why I'm getting so mushy, but I feel like this episode was more about like what it is to go through therapy. Our experiences are different. They were in the Navy. I was in the Army. I deployed a lot, and I was totally tactical. Scott and Matt may not have deployed as much, but the leadership things that they talk about in the development of leaders, the recruitment of the Army, and the things they had to negotiate to do that, I didn't have that leadership quality because I was always tactical and I was always getting ready to deploy and deploying. So I know Afghanistan and Iraq a lot better than I know, South Houston.
Yeah, for sure.
And so thank you for helping me on that journey. I know I don't talk that much, and I probably talk more than I have the whole entire first year at one time, but you guys bring it out in me, baby. Love you.
You should talk more. I would tell you that. If we go into another year, and if I would say there's anything that I think could come more, is you have a lot of great things to say, and I feel like you should jump in and say more of things.